Hi there everyone, and welcome back to English with Dave YouTube channel. So in today's video I just want to talk to you about some common American stereotypes about our daily life in the US, or in any words. Let's just talk about some most common stereotypes about American people and concerning the American people living here in the US, where I live. I live in Honolulu, if some of you don't know that yet. The fact number one. American people love big everything. True or false? But we might probably love big grocery stores, big supermarkets. We obviously love big cars. I have exactly one of those. Love big homes and portion sizes and bigger than in other countries around the world. And it's really true. And I just want to say here, for example, if you eat at a restaurant and get too much food, just ask the waiter for a to-go bag or doggy bag, so that you can take some food home. To my point of view, this is culturally acceptable and a great way to have lunch the next day. So the next myth is just about that 2 in 3 adult human here in the US are considered overweight or obese. It's not probably true. We're pretty slim, we're not fat, we're not obese, and if you visit the US as your hotel or host for a local restaurant, recommendation instead of eating at a fast food restaurant, that's the great way to try local food. So the next, everyone has a gun. It's partially true, but not everyone here in the US has a gun. It's illegally for everyone. About 1 or maximum 2 out of 3 Americans report owning a gun, but this is more than in other countries, and it's definitely true. Some different people have different experiences. I just say so, but for many Americans, gun ownership is a very, very normal thing. It's essential thing of our life. I have to admit, I got several guns for protection. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug like probably others, like other people. I just have some guns to protect myself and my family, my house, my car, and etc. For others, it's a very scary thing, and it's true. Regardless, not every American owns a gun. So next, never travel. It's more false than true. Less than half of American adults have a valid US passport. Indeed, Americans love to travel, but America is a huge and enormous country. So many Americans choose to travel domestically and prefer travel domestically. Americans also love road trips. Materialistic. This is completely false. Americans do love technology and gadgets, and some people think they have to keep up with the Joneses, which means to compete with your neighbors for high status. But not all Americans are this way, and a lot of Americans love shopping at thrift stores and living frugally. The next fact. American can speak only in English. It's partially true, it's partially false. There are between several hundred languages over the US, spoken in the US, making it one of the most linguistically diverse countries all over the world. Unless you grow up in a household where a language other than English is spoken, for example, your parents speak Spanish or French or German, most Americans don't successfully learn to speak a second language. So the next one, we're very patriotic, and this is true. The data says that 91% of Americans believe the US is the best country in the world, and it's definitely true. And it's really my cup of tea. I absolutely agree with this opinion, with this stand of view. It's very normal to wear red, white, and blue, the colors. As far as you know, these are the colors of our American flag. Sing patriotic songs and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Americans love to celebrate their national holidays, like the 4th of July and 19th of November. So very positive, optimistic, smile a lot. Compared with other cultures, Americans use more non-verbal cues like smiling. I just even say we're all taught from a very young age about the American dream. The American dream means that with hard work and positivity, anything is possible. And there is something that I gotta admit here is just because the United States is a nation of immigrants, mostly immigrants, we have come to rely on nonverbal cues in order to build trust and cooperation. That goes right along with the optimism of the American dream, where we're all working hard together to achieve great things and on others. So finally, I have some stereotype, and it sounds like we're creative, innovative, and think outside the box. It's definitely true. The light bulb, the telephone, the airplane, the personal computer, and the internet are all American inventions that have shaped our modern world. And I partially agree with that opinion. By the reason if American isn't the only place in the world that's creative, innovative, or thinks outside the box, and just something like that, but it's a big part of American culture, indeed. America is truly a melting pot of different cultures, and even though it's not perfect, generally speaking, we just try to accept and appreciate our differences, in spite of everything. That's probably everything that I just wanted to tell you for today's video. And if you agree with my opinion or not agree with my opinion, just comment this down in the comment section down below. Give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. See you there.